All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA. Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line. Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. As they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
61, match box.
Here's Foles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Easy, easy. Check 3, check. Curl. Check. One. What is it?
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, box truck.
Now it's Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ready.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
30 base. Squeeze, double. Yeah. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go. They
keep it with Henry on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7. Mike. Too little, 44.
Here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's going to let this one go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, check 24. 13. Check 99. Check 99.
Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 30. Four-yard line.
We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D. Right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Squeeze. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Shoot. Ready?
Here's Minshew. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Pick the edge. Go. Blue draw Corkers. Go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Forget it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now left side on the swing pass. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Derrick Henry. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
64, weak. Check. Look at me. Go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Go. Get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew escaping the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to Lee. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
We got this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Lewis here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6.
Now Tannehill. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Minshew. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You got that right there. Kill.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Joker.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That one goes for 24 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Smooth. Snap.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check. Lucky.
Recon, 132, fuck hit.
They'll run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Mark 55! Mark 55! That's right, baby. Hey, exit! Mark 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tannehill. He'll have a first down past the 40. This will be caught by Brown. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now it's Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
General West. Check 20. Ready?
Tannehill, incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here we go.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Kill 6-6. Pull it high. Now.
This is Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch.
80 weapons. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Topper, topper.
They'll run with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Hey, box cut, box cut.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Ready? 10 logo.
Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Say it.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Big dribble.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's go. 50, plant. X3, 218, chopper.
Fournette running out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! Keelan Cole, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Get it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They begin with a run by Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on, let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on second down, Tannehill, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that takes us from second to third down. To throw is Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.